Here are another 10 features you guys want in Cricket 24. We are starting with Luckmal Gaming, who wants more cutscenes and better commentary. Cricket 22 was the first game really to have any cutscenes. There were some cutscenes in the beginning of the career mode, but then they kind of disappear. If they can somehow manage to make cutscenes outside the ground, I think cricket games will finally at least be in the same universe as other sports games. Let's hope with Cricket 24 we get not only more cutscenes but a complete story as well. Rushikesh makes an interesting point. Hitting sixes with the pull shot is almost impossible on the hardest difficulty, which makes absolutely no sense. Against quick bowlers and spinners, the pull is one of the most powerful shots in cricket. So hitting sixes with pulls should be a little easier. And of course, the pull against spin is a lot different than a pull against fast bowlers. We definitely need a pull shot animations against spinners, and if the spinner bowls short, it should be easy to hit a six. Steve Martis wants better fielding and better match presentation, comparing scores with the other team after 5 overs, stuff like that. Now, Cricket 22 looks like cricket in the 1980s. Overs bowled and runs scored, and that's it. But adding things like projected score from the beginning, runs scored in the power play compared with the middle overs and the death overs, all that will add so much, and it's pretty easy to add to a game. It's all math and that's it. Probably the easiest thing to code. Senior Gun wants different types of shots allotted to different types of batsmen. For example, touch players have beautiful punches and drives, while powerful batsmen drive with the bottom hand like MSD. This is already there in Cricket 22, but they could definitely add more depth, like aggressive batsmen being able to hit sixes easily and touch players finding gaps and scoring boundaries along the ground easily. BTS Hater wants players to get tired over time, and after drinks breaks they get replenished and their energy gets high once again. This is actually a cool gameplay element. Tired batsmen won't be able to run twos as easily. Drinks breaks will become a gameplay element. Strategic timeouts will finally have something to do with strategy. Even fielders could become slower. Newer batsmen can be quicker than batsmen who have been batting for a while. Kaushal wants slog sweeps to square leg. It's already there in Cricket 22, but it's just too underpowered. Only on the easiest difficulty you can hit sixes with slog sweeps, and even then it is somewhat hard. If you try to slog sweep on the hardest difficulty, you are either you'll get bowled or LBW. Even if you connect, forget about hitting a six. The ball won't even clear the 30-yard circle. Weather conditions do have an impact on gameplay, but it's very small. When the weather is overcast, the ball must swing around like it has wings. Robbie has a complex gameplay element that I am 100% sure won't be in Cricket 24 or any cricket game for a decade at least, but it's such a cool feature. Players performing differently at certain grounds. Stokes batting like Superman at Headingley. Players do perform better or worse at certain grounds. It is pretty realistic, but it's kind of very hard actually to incorporate into a game. Raj and DD Dog Dude want a manager/coach career mode. I'm not a big fan of this because in cricket, managers don't really do anything. They just sit around and give goofy expressions. In football, managers are sometimes more important than players, but I don't think it'll work in a cricket game, but maybe I'm just completely wrong. Phoenix John wants ICC player rankings and team rankings. Honestly, just that alone would make career mode better. Each performance giving you a few points, you try to get to number 1, maybe even a Cricketer of the Year award. When you play like you're invincible, anything to do with stats, rankings and awards will make each series in career mode feel important. You won't skip series against lesser teams because you need those ICC points. David wants licensed T20 Blast teams and stadiums. If I'm not wrong, they have confirmed licenses for the Blast, right? Or is it only the 100? Major English stadiums are already licensed, but more is always better. Boss Gaming Zone wants the ability to tell your batting partner how to bat in career mode, whether to rotate strikes, slog or just block everything. This is actually a much needed feature. Now AI batsmen do not rotate strike at all, and they'll defend when the required run rate is 10. Having the ability to give input to your partner would be a great addition for sure. Ishwara wants a kind of confidence meter. Cricket Revolution had something like this and it worked really well. It was a simple yet very useful gameplay element. As you play more balls and score more runs, you get settled, then scoring is easier and easier and easier as you keep progressing through your innings. Cricket 22 has something like this as well, but it almost never makes sense. A dedicated sledging button, and when you sledge someone, they become more aggressive. That would actually work. Batsman gets sledged and tries to hit a 6 and gets out, or if he's anything like UV, ends up hitting 6 sixes in an over. Once again, the ability to give input to your batting partner, but with a twist. Only the senior player can give advice to the younger, less experienced batsman. So maybe if the AI batsman is more experienced, he can give you some advice. Funsuk wants crowds cheering for the home team and more importantly cheering for their star player. I don't know why they haven't done this yet. They should at least include Joe Root's Root chants. Since they have his license, it would be a simple addition to make the atmosphere feel real. All they need to do is record a live crowd and add it into the game. SHV wants customizable scoreboards and match presentation, unique body types and physiques for each player. That is a tough task for Pigan. If they somehow manage to just make faces look accurate to real life, it would be a miracle. But accurate body types would be great though. In Cricket 22, Warner was as tall as Stark. I mean, come on. Martsam wants things from AFL 23, graphics, match presentation and animations. I haven't played AFL 23 but I have seen a few screenshots and clips. I have to say, players really do look great. The game overall is a pretty good looking game, no doubt, when it's working properly. Uzma Khan Afridi wants net practices before matches like FIFA games wherein there is no loading screen. You just practice, do some drills while the game is loading. Mini games and 1v1 challenges. Ashes Cricket 2009 had a tutorial mode and it was filled with fun challenges. If Pigan can create something like that and make it so that you can play multiplayer, they would have a cool little game mode. More celebrations. This is one thing so many of you seem to want. More player specific celebrations to wickets, centuries and all that. So I hope we get more celebration animation for you guys. Red Coat Gaming wants more shots like the Nutmeg. I've seen a nutmeg on a cricket pitch exactly once. But this is the kind of thing that should be included in a game because it's just so much fun. He wants Mancat as well. I hope they get Ashwin's license before they make Mancat a gameplay element. The ability to change your specialty midway through your career, start off as a bowler and become the #1 test batsman, for example. Genel Gaming wants impact players and I think it is a must, especially since they are getting IPL team licenses. It's become a very important part of the IPL. If Pigan don't include this, their game will feel outdated on the very day it comes out. Prasad wants the ability to choose how bowlers celebrate after taking a wicket, like FIFA where you can choose how to celebrate after scoring a goal. Bowlers could give batsmen send-offs, or you could choose to not celebrate at all, or maybe you start running around the ground like Imran Tahir. If you want to see more Cricket 24 content, click the video on screen, subscribe to catch any and all Cricket 24 updates in the future in just one place. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.